Hey y'all, what's up? It's Jessica. And so lately I've been seeing all these debates online about Ciara and her husband, Russell Wilson. A lot of folks have been calling him corny, too wholesome, too consistent. But here's the thing, I see it differently. Because what people label as corny in a relationship, that's the exact same energy that wins in business, especially in digital media and digital marketing. And if you hang with me for the next few minutes, I'm going to show you why leaning into that so-called corny consistency might be the very thing that gets you the next brand deal on a whole nother level. So let's talk about it. Look, people with real staying power are the ones who keep showing up, even when it's not glamorous, even when it's not viral, and that's Russell. And in digital media, that's me posting content consistently, right? Posting on YouTube, on TikTok Shorts, and showing up in communities. People clown the word corny, but what they're really saying is dependable. And dependable, that's what builds trust and longevity. When Russell celebrates Ciara out loud, he's building trust with her, with their family, and even with us that are watching. And I think about that in my own work. When I keep showing up, when I share my real story, when I'm telling you, my audience, you can count on me. For me, that is trust. And the trust is everything. If people clearly understand what I stand for and they watch me stand out over time, they're more likely to invest. And that's what turns followers into clients. Here's the truth. Consistency might not always get the biggest likes, but it does get the contracts. In digital media, brands and clients don't want mystery. They want relatability and reliability. That's why simple, dependable offers work. It's not as though Ciara hasn't dated someone who was quote unquote non-corny. We all know about her dating Future. And let's go ahead and do a comparison of the two. So first you have Russell Wilson, who's dependable, who shows his love right out, and who has a pretty great brand, and a wholesome brand at that. On the other hand, you have Future, who has been very consistent, has taken her to strip clubs, and who has put her out there and made her look a little crazy at times, right? We've also seen him with several other women, and know that he has several other baby mamas around as well. Not too consistent, kind of shows up whenever he feels like it. And which one would you want to hire to have, right, for your business and have in your business, or have you doing things for your business? Which one is going to be the most reliable? So how do you take this so-called corny lesson from Russell and Ciara's marriage and actually apply it to your business? Here's how I do it. I show up consistently. I post at least twice a week and send out a basic newsletter to my VIPs, right? You want to be clear, not cute. Clarity sells more than cleverness. Celebrate out loud. Share your wins, your testimonials, your progress. Corny? Maybe, but it works every single time, because you definitely want to have proof out there. So the next time somebody tells you your approach is too corny, smile. And corny builds legacy, and corny is sustainable, and corny gets the bag. I ask myself every week, what's one corny thing I can do right now in my business? And that usually is some type of funny video. I know it's a little bit corny, or some corny joke that I put out there on my Facebook page, right? Maybe it's reposting that same link again, checking in with a client, or just following up with a previous client, following up with a lead that may have come in, right? I'm telling you right now, some folks may not like corny, but corny is what gets you the bag. Just showing up when you don't feel like it, or you feel like nobody's listening, could be the thing that separates you from hitting your 5K month or your 10K month. If this hit for you, go ahead and subscribe and drop a comment down below. And remember, visibility creates opportunity. So get out there, go be seen, even if it feels corny, because that's exactly how you're going to win these big contracts, these huge deals, and you're going to make sure that people pay their invoices.